Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Dear students, your maths teacher Mrs. Rosia Imran is here with some new concepts. In chapter number 3, in first exercise, you done that how to convert the decimal numbers into rational numbers. And in this exercise in the next exercise 3.2, you will study three different concepts. One is that without actual division you have to write the answer that the given fraction is the terminating or non-terminating decimal. And the second concept in which you will do the actual division, and with the help of that you have to convert the fraction into terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. And next concept, you have to round up the values up to three decimal places, which you already done. So all these concepts we divide it into two lectures. Two concepts I'll discuss with you in this lesson, and inshallah the next in the coming lesson. So come to before going to start the exercise, how you will know that without actual division, how you separate terminating and non-terminating decimal. So there is a rule that how to identify that the given fraction means that having the rational numbers having numerator and denominator. So without dividing that number, how you know that the given number is terminating or non-terminating. So the word terminating means that fixed answer. For example, if you divide 10 with 5, you will get answer 2. But when you divide 1 by 3, you will get 0. 1 by 3, you will get 0.333 up to so on. The answer is not fixed. So if answer is not fixed, it will continue. So that is non-terminating. And the terminating, when you get the fixed answer. This terminating and non-terminating terminologies we already discussed in our previous lesson in chapter number 2. We already discussed this concept. So without actual division, without dividing the numerator with the denominator, how you identify that the given rational numbers or the given fraction is the terminating or non-terminating. If this rule you have to memorize, if the denominator of a rational number in standard form has no prime factors other than 2, 5 or 2 and 5, then and only then the rational number is a terminating decimal. What it means? It means that if you have any fraction and in the denominator, the number which is given in the denominator, if you factorize that number, so the factor should be 2, 5 or only 2, 2, 2, 2. For example, if in the denominator you have 8, so its factor will be what? 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Look, factors are only 2. So means that that will be the terminating decimal. If the answer, if the denominator is only 5, just like if in the denominator you have 25, so its factor will be 5 into 5, so that is the terminating decimal. Or maybe 2 or 5 both in the denominator, so that will be the terminating. If other than this, so it will be other than this, otherwise non-terminating decimal, then it will be non-terminating decimal. Now come to the exercise. When you will do question, and automatically you will know that how you will identify that it's terminating or non-terminating. Exercise 3.2. Question number 1 is without actual division, means that without doing rough work, you have to identify that the given number is terminating or non-terminating. I give you the rule That how you identify that if in the denominator number factors are only 2, only 5, or 2 or 5 both, then it will be terminating, otherwise non-terminating. Now look at this question. 13 over 8. Look, 8. The denominator, you have to check only the denominator. No need to check the numerator, that in numerator what is given. No need to check it. For without actual division, to identify that the given answer is terminating or non-terminating. Such type of questions will come in MCQs, that they give you this value, and on options will be that terminating, non-terminating, none of them. Like this you have given both A and B. So like this you have given in the MCQs type question. These are, it will not come in short question, but if you know the rule you can easily identify. Look, 13 over 8. So 8, you will check the denominator 8. If you factorize this 8, what will be the factor? 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So means that only 2 is come in the factors if you factorize this 8. So means that 13 over 8 is terminating decimal. Now come to the second one, 7 over 25. Look at the denominator 25. When you factorize 25, you will get 5 multiply 5. 5 5s are 25. Only 5 come in the denominator. So means that the terminating decimal. So terminating decimal, 13 over 8 is terminating decimal. The reason is we apply the rule. The rule is if the denominator factors are 2 or 5 or both, 2 or 5 both. Just like if in the denominator you have 10, again it will be terminating decimal. Why? Because when you factorize 10, it is 2 multiply 5. Now come to the third one. Third one is 8 over 3. The denominator is 3, so it is non-terminating. Fourth one, 5 over 11, denominator is 11, non-terminating because the factor is not 2 and 5. 9 over 6, when you factorize 6, it is 2 multiply 3, 2 3s are 6. 2 is present in the denominator factor, but 3 is not, according to the rule, either 2 or 5 or both 2 or 5. So 2 is present, but with 2 3 is present, so this is non-terminating. 15, again it is non-terminating because 15 is 3 into 5. So 5 is according to rule terminating, but 3 is not, so it's non-terminating. 22 over 7, non-terminating. 4 over 9, non-terminating. Look, so the only terminating decimals are 13 over 8 and 7 over 25 because their denominator factors are 2 or 5. So the remaining are 8 over 3, this third one, non-terminating. Fourth one, 5 over 11, non-terminating. 9 over 6, non-terminating. 9 over 6, fifth one, non-terminating. Sixth one, 20 over 15, non-terminating. 7, 22 over 7, non-terminating. 4 over 9, non-terminating. So if you memorize the rule that how to find the terminating and non-terminating, then directly you can easily find without dividing them that it is terminating or non-terminating. Now next question is question number 2. Express the following rational numbers into terminating decimal. So how rule to find whether a given rational number is terminating or not. Look, we have learned that the division process terminates for some rational numbers and does not terminates for certain other rational numbers. Here is the example. From this you know that what is terminating and not. Look, when you divide 1 by 8, you get the fixed answer 0.125. So this means that the fixed answer means terminating. 2 divided by 25, you will get 0.0 8 terminating. 4 7 divided by 4 1.75 terminating. Non terminating 4 divided by 3 you get 1.333, and these dot 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 show that it's continued. Answer is not fixed. You know that after decimal you have to add three zeros, but after that you can't. So if you get some remainder, so means that it's a non-terminating decimal. So come to the question, express the following rational numbers in terminating decimal. 2 divided by 100. So now you have to do it, to solve it by actual division, the division which you done in junior classes. 2 divided by 2 inside the divisor division symbol, and 100 outside, so you divide. You know that 2 you can't divide by 100, so what you put, you put decimal and add 0 with the 2, it will be 20. Again 20 is not divisible by 100, so you add 1 0 in the answer, and then you add 0, because in one step you can add only 1 0 after decimal. Look, here you have 2. So what you done, you put point and add 0. Now it's 20. Again 20 is not divisible by 100, so in the same step after point you can add three zeros, but in three different steps. In one step you can add only 1 0. So for the next 0, because 20 is again less than 100, we can't divide it. So to find the required bigger number from 100, so we add another 0. For this we put 0 in the answer and add 0. Now it become 200. So in rough work, 100 multiply 2, you get 200. So 100 2s are 200. Look, the remainder is 0. You will not get anything in the remainder, so means that it's a terminating decimal, and the answer is in decimal 0.02. Now come to the next question. Fourth part, second and third part you will do it by yourself. Fourth part, 31 over 50. Look, 31 is less than 50, not divisible. So what this 0 is to identify this point, that you can easily see this point just for placing. 31 is not divisible by 50, so what you done, you put point and add 0. Now it become 310. So 50 divided by 310. So 52 is 100, 50, less than 310. 53 is 150, less than 310. 54 is 200, less than 310. So 50 multiply by 6, 300. So when we multiply with 7, 50 with 7, so it will be 350 greater than 310. So with 6, 300. So now 310 minus 300, what we get? We get 10 in the, after subtraction we get 10, and the decimal we already put 1 0, we add here. Now 1 0 we add, now it become 100. So 52 is a 100. So when we divide 31 by 50, we get a terminating decimal, that is 0.62. When the remainder 0, so means that this fraction is the terminating fraction or terminating number. Come to the next part. In next part you have given 5 divided by 1000. Again you know that 5 is not divisible by 1000, so what will we do? We put point and add 1 0. Now it's 50. Again 50 is less than 1000, so what we do, we can't add three zeros which we can add after decimal, but we add it in different steps. In one step after decimal we can add 1 0, which we add, which is 50. Now what we do, we add 0 in the answer and put 0 here. Now it become 500. Again 500 less than 1000, so we add another 0 in the answer and add 0. Now it's become 5000. So 1005 is a 5000. So we get the terminating decimal 0.005. So this is the terminating decimal 0.005. This is the required terminating decimal. Now come to the next question. Ninth part, it having total 9 parts in question number 2. Some parts I already solve here and some you will do it by yourself. So 24 over 32. 24 divided by 32. You know 24 is less than 32. So what we do, we put point and 0. This 0 is for placing, that you can easily show this point. You can easily see this point. So this is for placing it having no value. Uh, Put point and add 0. Now it's 240. So 32 multiply with 2, you get, here is some problem. 32 twos are 64. 32 ones are 32 and 32 twos are 64. 64, so it's less than 32 threes are 96, again less, 32 fours are 128, again less. So when you multiply it with 7, you will get 224. When you multiply it with 8, so you will get some bigger, like this in rough work you will check. 32, you will multiply it with 2 and then with 3, then with 4, then with 5, again less, than with 6, and then when you multiply it with 7 you get 224. When you multiply with 8, so you will get a bigger number, bigger than 240. So with 7, 224. So 240 minus 224, you get 16, because 10 minus 4 6, and 3 minus 2 1, 16, and after decimal you add another 0, that is 160. So 32 fives are 160. So 0.75 you will get in the answer. So this is the terminating decimal. So what we done in this exercise, that without actual division, how you know that the given fraction, the given number is the terminating decimal or non-terminating? For this you will check the denominator, that the denominator factors are prime factors. 2 or 5 has no prime factors other than 2 5. If the denominator of rational numbers in standard form has no prime factors other than 2, 5 or 2 and 5, then and only then the rational number is terminating. Means that if the denominator is 2 or factors are 2 or 5 or both 2 5, then it will be terminating. So in first question, this is 8, 8 factors are 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, so means that this is terminating decimal. 25 5 multiply 5 are the factors, so means that terminating decimal. In number 3, in the denominator 3 non-terminating, 11 non-terminating, 6 non-terminating, 15 because 6 factors are 2 and 3. So 2 is present but 3 is not according to the rule, so non-terminating. 15, 5 is present, 3 into 5, 5 is present but 3 is not according to the rule, so non-terminating. So the remaining are the non-terminating. Uh, After that you have to do the actual division. You divide the numerator with the denominator and find that the given fractions are terminating or non-terminating. 2 divided by 100. So you will do it. This is not rough work. This is the solution of the question, that you do the division and you put point, because 2 is not divisible by 100. So you put point, add 0. In one step you can't add another 0. So what will you do? You put the 0 in the answer and add another 0. So 100 twos are 200. Like this you have to solve the question. In question number 2 you have total 9 parts. First part I solve here, second, third you will do it by yourself, and fourth part I solve here, fifth part I solve here, sixth and seventh and 8th you will do, and then ninth part, the last part, I already solve here. So like this you have to solve all these parts, and this is your homework. Question number 2, second, third, sixth, seventh, eighth, and not ninth part. Ninth part I already solve it, so no need to do the ninth part. Ninth I already solve here. So you have to solve these parts which I didn't solve. Ninth I already solved, fifth, fourth. So you have to solve second, third, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So this is the homework for today. Inshallah, you can easily do, because these things you already done it in junior classes, even in class 5 and also in class 6. So inshallah, there will be no difficulty. So take care. Allah Hafiz.